Okay, let's see if we can get through this without any interruptions. I mean, my life is just a series of interruptions these days. So, anyhow, this is a request for a shootout between the Yanagisawa A902 and 902S. What's happening right now is I'm paying anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on tariffs of anything coming from Japan. So basically, what I have now is going to be it for quite a while. I just can't afford to buy anything from Japan. Had this beautiful relationship over there, but with all the 15% tariffs, there's just no room for anything to be made on them. So, and it's almost impossible to find. Everyone you look on eBay, everyone's coming from Japan, and with these just huge tariffs. I mean, on a tenner, it's like $500. On a berry, it's almost $1,000, and it's just incredible. So these I got before all that happened. So the first one, this is a 902. So this is the bronze series. I played the 902 alto and tenor, and I tell you, I've never had so many compliments. I actually prefer it to the 991 and the 992. It's a much lighter horn. It doesn't have all that ribbing and everything that kind of keeps the body from vibrating. It makes a stronger connection, but I've never had a problem with the 902, and they just seem to sound better. So this one is exceptionally clean. I don't see a scratch on it. It's just beautiful engraving on it, all done by hand. Pads look like brand new. It's just in wonderful condition. So this is kind of crazy. It had some scratches on the strap button, so some guy touched it up with gold paint, which I think looks worse than the scratches. But anyhow, you won't see it because, even the front row. So bell's perfect. Bottom bow, no problem. Pads are like brand new. Looks like it's hardly been played. Neck's in great shape. I have a big rash of bad necks. A guy came over and his neck was like this and just totally destroyed. And so anyhow, neck is perfect shape. Just a little bit of wear on the octave key and on the thumb rest, which is pretty great. One of the reasons the Yanagisawa sounds so great is they put little to no finish on it, absolutely the very minimum, and almost every one I get has some kind of a lacquer damage to it. I just got a beautiful tenor in, and it's got a spot where the guy rubbed against it, and it rubbed through the finish, and it's got a little tarnish on it, but it's going to be a quick touch up. But and they're also famous for acid bleed coming up between the soldered joints from the flux not being cleaned off. But other than that, I mean, they're just marvelous instruments. They play beautifully in tune, and the sound of the browns is just absolutely wonderful. So as far as the silver one, the silver prices are going up like crazy, and from what I hear, a lot of companies are stopped making silver horns because the price of silver has just gone through the roof. I actually have a solid sterling silver 9937 tenor saxophone, $16,000 retail, that I'm asking $10,000 for a customer, and it's virtually brand new. And the guy was saying, well, how much could I melt this down and get out of it? But I go, not $10,000. But anyhow, beautiful 902. A902 from Yanagisawa, and I haven't had one that just didn't play, just absolutely marvelous. My personal one, the strap doesn't work, there's almost no lacquer on it, and I bought it intentionally just so nobody else would buy it. I sold my personal 902, and I really regret it. And again, I just got another one in a couple of days ago, but it cost me a fortune. So here's the 902. Excuse me, 902. But the thing is, just a whisper down to that low B flat. Everything's got to be perfect. But the ergonomics are perfect. The intonation is perfect. And it's just the contrast of the bronze and the brass gives it like a little two-tone effect. Try that on your horn. It's sub down to that low B flat. So anyway, we're going to play a little quick tune on this one, and then we'll get to the silver one. Come on. So anyhow, no pickup and no bouncing ball on this one. Anyhow. So anyhow, it looks 99% perfect, plays 200% perfect. I've got an original case. This one came in original case. The 902 came in a really nice ProTech. So whoever wanted either one of these would have the option of either of the cases if they prefer the ProTech travel case or the original case. So now we're looking at 902. So this is a bronze body but silver plated over it. And a lot of people say, well, it's brighter. A lot of people say, well, it adds mass, so it's darker. But again, in just beautiful, beautiful shape. If this doesn't sell pretty quick, I think I'm going to raise the price. And everybody just says, well, just raise your prices. And I said, man, I've been selling these. I sold 4 of the 902s in the last 6 months, all exactly the same price. And I'm going to have to raise them at least a couple $100 to compensate for the tariffs. So again, beautiful engraving. The silver is like, it's 100%. I don't see any wear through. There's usually wear throughs in the spots where you play, again, like on the thumb rest and such. This has actually got a plastic one, and even on the thumb key, they kind of taper that right into the thumb button there. And again, the neck's in perfect shape. It's got, looks like they're still original factory cork and still in great shape. So anyway, with the silver, you got to wipe it down when you're done playing to keep it nice and pretty. I've had these come in where they're just black, and then I have to, dip it and polish it and everything. It's about a day's work. So this one, it's actually really, really clean. So anyhow, got to warm this thing up. It's freezing cold. Cold morning on here on the west coast here. I'm trying to do this when I'm still fresh. Okay, so A902S for silver. Maybe a little louder. I'm terrible trying to describe the difference, but it just sounds a little different sound. Better or worse, it's kind of up to the listener. It just seems to, I don't know, it just seems like it's got a little more guts to it. Not a huge difference, but we'll just do it again, see if I can find the top. See if it'll start back up at the top. Oh, I got to rewind it. So anyhow, you could almost play an F note through this whole thing. And usually the fa is the big no-no in the world, but we're in minor key, so who cares? So anyhow, enough of that. So they both play absolutely just 100% perfect. Both in really nice cosmetic condition. And again, I think what you're going to find on the market right now, these are just going to skyrocket in price. I think they're some of the best saxophones made in the world right now. And the Yanagisawas and the Yamahas are pretty much taken over. I haven't sold a Selmer in quite a while. But there it is. So this is the 902S. Beautiful, beautiful shape. I'll put the serial numbers in the comments. So let me know what you think. And again, go really quick. See if I can get it within the time limit here. So that's the silver one. Try to do it before my ears forget. bronze. I think I like the silver one just a hair better. I can't really describe it, but let's see if I can go back to the silver one real quick. This strap is a piece of crap. I may try to do that on silver. Anyhow, there we go. A902 80902S. And again, I'll put the serial numbers if you need them in the comments.